All right, welcome back. We are talking about things that will absolutely will affect your home purchase or your home sale, as a seller and as a buyer. Technically, it's both sides of it.
Absolutely.
But people don't really think this way. But you and I both know that you walk into a house and you're like, oh no, I'm not dealing with whatever that is.
So,
Things you've seen in real estate that your buyers have been like, oh no, not doing that, is the topic. Recently I went into a house that had the ceilings painted orange. Like the
yes.
walls, ceilings, it was like color drenched orange.
We've had
Um,
listings where Ashley's told them to paint the ceilings because they're like green or
Pink and yeah.
yeah.
mhm. Yes. Buyers' feedback on that side is not everybody loves what you love as a seller. So
Well,
if you
and
can
then
make
it's
it
a big
more,
undertaking painting the ceiling. Like it's a whole completely different world painting a ceiling versus painting a wall.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's not fun at
We
A
all.
just
lot
had a
of
I like to
people
house.
paint
We just had a house that was painted mauve,
mauve.
mauve,
blush.
pink, blush, whatever you want to call it. Like the AC vent cover, the windows, like the
The
electrical outlet, the
trim.
light
Yep.
switch, the trim, everything in there was painted. And even for the painter to do it, it was a lot.
It was
A
expensive.
lot of
Yeah.
people like to paint their squares in their coffered ceiling a color.
Yes.
So like if you have the coffered ceiling, each of the squares is like green or navy. Like
Blue.
what? Why?
Apparently, that's a really southern thing. They don't have
I
coffered
mean,
ceilings in a lot of places like we do. And I didn't
no, they don't.
realize that.
But like I do get people painting like their front porch or back porch ceiling like a light blue. That's like a big thing around here.
Yeah, that's
That's to
very
ward off
southern.
the evil.
Yeah.
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 Keep the evil
But
off, at
the
least the front porch.
Morgan sent me a house the other day, a listing for sale, and even as long as I've been doing this and I know how easy it is to paint, my first reaction was it looked like the rainbow. Skittles house is what I called it because it had
I did
every
too when you
different
showed it to
color.
me.
Yeah.
I was like,
And I
oh,
mean,
they like color.
I've done this for years and I was still like, what's going on?
I
Yeah,
took
it
a
was a lot.
client to a townhouse and the every room was a different color like Skittles, but then we got upstairs into one of the bedrooms and it was hot pink and so were the closet doors, inside
Even the
and outside.
inside of the
And the
closet doors.
bathroom door,
Yeah.
like inside and outside was like purple. Like why are you painting the doors?
So I think
I
that
mean, that's
in
great. More power to you. Paint it if
oh
you
yeah,
want
I
it.
mean
Just know you got to
express
repaint
yourself.
it.
Like know that before you list your house, you have to repaint it. We have more inventory than we've had
Yes.
in 5 years. 5 years. Um,
Yes.
so people are gonna
Buyers have
walk in,
options.
buyers have options. They're gonna walk in and be like, oh my gosh, this is not my favorite. It's a lot of work. And my husband can't
Next.
paint.
Yeah. They see
Oh,
dollar signs. They immediately start thinking, oh, I either don't
oh,
want
how
this
much is
house
that gonna
or
cost? Yep.
I'm going to ask for that amount off. Like I'm not willing to pay X for that, $500,000 for the house. I'll now pay you 430 for the house.
Exactly. Carpet is
And they're
another big thing.
extreme.
Like
Hmm.
if the carpet has issues, like if the carpet is torn up by
Flooring.
like cats um pulling at it, it automatically like people are like, well, my daughter's allergic to cats. I love this house, but my daughter's allergic to cats, and they turn around and walk out the door.
Yep, same. I
So
love cats. Don't get me wrong, but I can't live in a house with cats. So that would be my first reaction was like, nope,
I
can't buy
think
this
pet
house.
smells in general. Like I've had
Hmm.
clients walk in the front door and smell cats, dogs, whatever, and
Gerbils,
walk right back out and say, no, we're good.
chinchillas.
We'll just move on to the next. Not even considering the fact that you can like do things to get rid of that smell because the sellers still live there, but it's
Oh,
just a
exactly. Like
huge turn off.
Well, I mean,
Hmm.
if you do have that problem, and I tell sellers all the time because they're like, well, my cat still lives here. What do we do? And I'm like, well, you're going to have to go into it advertising. We will replace the carpet. Like, prior to closing, carpet will all be replaced with new carpet. And the buyer has to know that when they walk in the door, because that's the only way they can see past that. If it's something that can't be fixed before you list it.
Well, and then they're immediately, when I used to see carpet will be replaced, my first thought is, oh, this is going to be interesting. Like, it's either going to
Oh, yeah.
smell or it's got really bad. Like, so if they could do
Damage.
it, figure out somewhere for Fluffy to stay for a month, like maybe he has a little sleepover for while your house
You're
is
going to
listed.
grandma's house while we sell the house.
Right? All right, Fluffy, we'll see you in
And
60
I have had
days.
clients that have done that because they're like, hey, trying to pack up a cat for every showing, it's not as easy as a dog. Like,
Yeah.
the dogs are excited to get in the car and go somewhere, and the cat's like running from you and hiding.
Hiding under the bed.
Oh, yeah. And
Um,
then they come out at the worst possible time.
Another one is weird light fixtures. So there's there's several that we've been in lately and that I've seen on Zillow and other like listing sites that I've been like, oh my gosh, change the light fixture. I'm pretty sure you could find one at Lowe's for like $50. Just change it.
Amazon.
Yes, I Amazoned a ton of mine. All of my pendant lights over my island were Amazon. I think they were Amazon. What's the warehouse sales? So people had bought them and returned them, so they were a fourth of the price.
I'm
And they
very
were
shocked by that.
right. I know you were so shocked that I got a deal on something. Hey, but I had beautiful. They were beautiful. That was at our other house, like two houses ago.
But I think
Not
that
this
even
one.
people who have moved multiple times or who see houses all the time, like you have to imagine like your average buyer right now is 28, 29, 30,
Hmm.
and they are walking in and they're like, that's a huge undertaking. Like, we have to be here. Or if they're military and their stuff's getting here the same day they're getting here, they're like, oh God, there is absolutely no way that I can paint that wall that is neon orange before my kid's
Or
furniture
change the
gets here.
floors, or yeah, they don't have time for any of that.
It's also
Any of
really
that.
difficult. A lot of the houses in our area have really tall cathedral ceilings. So unless you get
Mhm.
someone professional, like doing it yourself, that's tough. As a person who has painted her entire house
Same.
on her own with her husband, it's an undertaking. And
Yeah.
you don't want to do that when you're moving from Iowa and your stuff is on the way and you're moving in the day before it gets here. So
Oh yeah, no. But I think also a big thing that people walk in and you want people to be able to see the house as their own. So even if you've got like artwork that you love, still that's what people remember when they saw the house. Like, oh, that picture, that house with the picture that's as big as me with an eagle on it. They're not
There's the
remembering the
one with
specifics
that,
of the house.
that was listed. I don't know, it was a while ago. It probably had 200 ducks, like stuffed ducks, on the wall that looked like they were in flight, like up the side of the living room. It was right when you walked in the front of the like. That's very taste specific. I still laugh at that. Like it's one of my top,
But
I don't
that's what
know,
you
probably
remember
10.
about that
uh,
Yes.
house. Yeah.
And it was a
Yeah. So it's
nice
hard,
house.
but then it's
murals
hard
on
to
the
envision
wall.
your stuff there.
Just the ducks.
People paint murals on their walls.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is
But
great. The ducks are fine if it's your house, but if you're
oh,
selling the
exactly. If you're not
house,
trying to sell it, but if you're trying to sell it, even if it's like if you love throw blankets or you love this or you love that, like pack it up. You're moving anyway.
right?
We don't need your Mickey Mouse throw blankets all around the house.
No, nope, please don't. Or Smurfs, or whatever it happens to be. It's not everybody's taste. So to make it as
No,
neutral as possible without taking the warmth out of a house.
correct. We don't want it to
Sometimes
look
our
sterile.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little too much. Like you want it to feel not institutional, but warm. Sometimes the throw blankets have a place if they're neutral too, but not like neon purple or green.
Exactly. Like we aren't saying you have to like completely pack up your kid's whole life if you have kids, but like put their stuff in the closet while we take pictures so that it looks like a clean, put together room. I've gone on a bunch of appointments and the kids have 9 million stuffed animals and they have them all lined up on the bed. And that's wonderful. But you don't even realize until you're sitting back like we do, looking at a listing picture. We even move like a roll of paper towels just because your eye just draws to that. Like if there's a hot pink tissue box, for some reason, that's what your eye naturally goes to, and you don't see the rest of the room.
You get distracted. Another
Yeah.
thing that is a great idea, especially in our area, if you're looking to list, go visit one of the model homes and see how the model feels, and then try to implement some of the things, the feelings. You don't have to like go buy new furniture or buy a whole new kitchen or revamp it that much, but the feel that you get when you first walk in the model house is something that is always warm. It's got this cozy
Where we're
feel.
all
The
like, oh,
lighting
we want
is,
this person to come decorate our house.
yes, exactly. But
Oh,
take
the lighting.
away,
Make sure your
yes, some of
light
that.
bulbs match.
Yes. So they come in Kelvin now with a K on it, all of the like fancy light bulbs, not the 1980s light bulbs. They need to
They're called
have that.
LEDs.
Yes, LEDs. But they have the Kelvin number on them instead of the lumens or whatever. It's changes the yellow versus the blue. You want the yellow, the warm, not the blue, sterile, industrial feeling lights. And to
I mean, I think
match.
to match. Yeah, make sure they all match. Don't do one room blue and one room warm, uh, and don't try to pill your kids. Um, what are those lights called that they
Decals?
put on the?
Decals?
No,
Oh,
the
The
lights.
LED
yes.
strips, the
LED
like,
strips.
yeah,
Just leave them. It's okay.
Just leave them. It's okay because it will peel the paint off the walls.
My
yeah, they're
husband
fairy
peeled
lights.
Addie's off, and then he had to go back and like spackle it all and paint it all and sand it. Like,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not pretty. Even if it
and
says that
that's
it comes off, it doesn't.
They're not really meant to be stuck to the wall.
Or the
I mean,
ceiling,
that's
because
not
she
really,
stuck some to the ceiling.
where are you
yeah.
supposed to stick them?
They're technically supposed to be for like under cabinet lighting or over cabinet lighting. They're not meant to, that's why they're on a white strip. They're not meant to like be stuck to your pink wall.
Yes.
Like,
We use staples. I know that sounds terrible. Like the bigger ones, the wider ones, so that it fit through it. So we stapled it because it made little tiny holes instead of like giant, like ripped off with the last one. And it was great.
And that's a good idea.
yeah.
Just don't staple
But
into the like actual thing or it'll,
yeah,
I don't
that
know
won't
what that'll
work.
do. I'm not sure what that's going to do.
But smells and paint colors and stuff is the biggest thing when a buyer walks in
Yep.
that they just can't see the
Clutter.
house and walk out.
Yes. Stuff everywhere.
Clutter.
Like barely able to walk through. Or even the countertop has a bread machine, a coffee maker, air fryer, a toaster, like all on a four
An
foot
ice
space.
maker. Yeah, then it makes it
Oh
look
yeah,
like you
ice
don't have any
maker.
countertop space. So even though the buyer came in, they saw all that stuff sitting there in their head, there's not room for all of that. So now there's not
Yep.
enough countertop space or enough cabinet space is the first thing that goes to their mind. Well, why would they have all this sitting out? Well, we use it every single day. Well, but in the buyer's mind, they're like, oh, well, there's not anywhere to put it or not enough countertop space. And some people are OCD and don't like anything on their countertops, like in a regular daily life. So
It all gets put
they
away
would
in my
struggle with
house.
that.
I've walked into a showing before where the kids' ramen noodles are still like on their plate on the counter. And it, to my buyer, was like, you didn't even care enough to clean up before I came.
Yes.
So they were
I
very
had
offended. Now, for
And we know
somebody who
sometimes
has
people run
kids or
out for,
whatever, you might not be offended, but
we know
I
people
had
run
one
out
that was
sometimes
having
for a
a
showing.
party. They accepted a showing. They were having a party. It was a birthday party for like grandma or somebody. And they were having tacos, and we like knock knock. Hey, it's a realtor. I opened the door, and they're like around the corner in the dining room singing happy birthday. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We'll come back. And they're like, oh no, come on in. I know it's fine. fine. Just go ahead and walk through. We're going to finish our birthday party. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is
Okay.
super awkward. My
Yeah, this is
buyers
just a
to this
little awkward.
day remember that showing and
Remember
mention it
that
all the time.
showing?
Yep,
I mean, I tell
they
agents
do.
if they called and make an appointment and they're like, "Hey, we just rode past the house. Can we see it in 10 minutes?" And I'm like, "Hey, they've already started dinner. Like, there might be stuff out." I do try to go ahead and warn the agents so the agents can pass that along. But you have to understand if you ask to see a house that is occupied with a 5 to
Oh
10,
no,
15 minute window.
this was like a day ahead. This was
Oh,
not
okay.
not like drove by. This is more like, okay, texted. I had 4 houses we were going to see the next day, and they still didn't. It was very strange.
So
That's probably the
if you
most
are getting
uncomfortable.
ready to, oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. If you are getting ready to list your house, you know you're moving anyway. So go ahead and start packing up the things that you don't need. And you'd be surprised what you really don't need when you start packing stuff away.
Yes. Extra beach towels, and it's December. Like, you don't need the beach towels. And they're gonna open the closet doors, like the hallway doors. Like, you're gonna
Hmm.
pack that thing full, and they're gonna open it and go, "Whoa!" Like
And balls are
look at
going to
all.
fall out at them and shoes and all sorts
Yes.
of stuff.
And then we
Yes.
play the shove it and close it game. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
100%.
Um,
And then another thing
let's
that I
see.
feel like is a huge turn off to buyers is going in and like if like you leave your cats because you're like, hey, I can't pack them up. Sorry. They're gonna be there for showings, is that they hop up on the counters and the tables. And once again, you're back to do people like or not like animals? Or if your dog's in the cage barking, it's distracting for most people while they're walking around the house.
You want
They're
it to
not
be
really
as inviting
focused
as
on.
possible.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah, they
if
want
you
to.
shove them into a room and then a buyer can't see that room, they kind of wonder like what you're hiding in there.
Yeah,
Like
why can't I
you're
go
not
in that
just
room?
hiding the cat, like you've got the cat in this room and you've closed the door and put on there, please don't go in this room. They're like, but I'm buying the whole house and I'd like to see this room as well.
I wanted 4 bedrooms, not 3.
And
Right.
a cat
Like,
space.
what do
Then
you
you wonder,
keep the
is the
cat in
cat
there all the
stink?
time? Like, what does the carpet look like? What does it smell like? Why is this the cat room?
How many cats are
Yes.
actually in there?
So I think it's what actually is in there. It's a huge question to people of, okay, what's really
Mm-hmm.
there? What's going on? So as much of a pain as it is, like we said, to pack up all your stuff, like I have dogs, Aaron has cats, like we completely understand it's not fun to be like, oh, we have to pack up our animals. I mean, obviously if you have a goldfish or something. One of my agents showed a house the other day that had a huge lizard in it. I
Gila
mean,
monster.
big. And she sent me a picture and she's like, "Don't you think you should have put this in the like showing instructions?" I was like, "It's in a cage, like a aquarium. Like it can't get out and get you. Like, what do you want me to say? Beware of the lizard like that's in an aquarium. You can't get it." But that's what those people remembered about that house when I called for the feedback. That's what the agent told me. Don't you think you should tell people that there's a lizard? No, I didn't. But yeah, maybe I should beware of the lizard. Like beware of the dog. Like
I mean, the lizard's not barking at you. He's not doing anything. That's an odd
no.
request. I
So
mean,
if
I
you
guess
hadn't have
maybe
gone
somebody has a
like
lizard phobia. That may be a
exactly,
big
if you hadn't gone
problem.
over to the lizard's cage and looked at the lizard, you wouldn't have like legit text me a picture of the lizard in the cage. I was like, okay, cool. Um,
Yep.
Glad
I'm
that's what
aware
you
it's there.
are thinking about. Yeah. Like maybe I should tell the seller to put like a black cloth or something over top of this to
Of
I don't
Mr.
know.
Lizard.
But of Mr. Lizard. But that's how distract and that's what we're going at of how distracting things can be in a house and how important it
Yes.
is to declutter and make it feel as well, you want the buyer to see it as their own.
Yeah. And as frustrating as it is as a seller to have to do these things and to think, ugh, why? Like, I shouldn't have to do this. I still have to live in this house. Well, they are purchasing a product from you. In the end, that's
Correct.
exactly what it is. So we're marketing from the time you talk to us to the time we sit at the closing table with you. It's a process of marketing, making sure that it's appealing to the
Hmm.
most number of people so we get the best offer, the best price. It's not that we don't like your stuff or your cats or your dogs or whatever, but the little things through Ashley and Morgan, my experience is that the little things affect whether or not people are willing to purchase your house or not. Um,
It's so
and
crazy, like how much it affects that. Like I had a seller and her husband was deployed and she had a baby and she had taken the dog on for every showing, or we had even gone over. If you're like, hey, I cannot get home, Ashley, but these people are like, hey, we are only here today. Like we will go help you get your dog out of the house.
Mhm.
And so I'd gone and walked this. It was like a Bernese mountain dog or something, big
It was
dog.
big.
And the house went under contract. The lady actually had her baby. The clients came into town a few days before closing and they wanted to measure for a couple things so they could start picking out furniture and ordering curtains. And she was like, well, I'm not leaving because the baby's like 3 days old. We just got home from the hospital. So I'm going to be here for the showing. And they were like, oh, we don't mind. Well, they got there and the dog was there. And they were like, we're not buying this house. We're terminating because we didn't know a dog lived here.
Which is
We ended up being
crazy.
able to hold it together. We had the house professionally cleaned and the carpets professionally cleaned and everything. But once they found out there was actually a dog in that house, it completely changed their mind on, I really loved this house, closing on it in a couple of days, to I don't want that house because an animal has lived there. Some people love animals, some people don't. So that's why we say, like, pack up all your pet stuff, like make it as
Neutral as possible.
appealing, neutral as it can be to everybody.
Also,
We're
you
gonna
staying for the showings is not helpful. Like some of the most awkward, distracting showings I've ever had is the owner,
hanging out.
whether they work nights or they have whatever excuse it may be, that they're not going to leave while you're doing the showing. That's
Yeah.
super distracting.
They're
So
singing happy
Especially
birthday
when
to
the
it's
seller's
not
grandma
like,
and
just
let
the
me
talking to
walk
dogs
you
and
around.
cats,
And yeah,
also the humans.
yeah,
take
100%.
take your
Yeah.
humans with
Because
you.
hey,
Yes.
take your humans with you. I feel like the buyers then are feel like they're the buyers feel like they're imposing on the sellers, or like everybody's
they're
uncomfortable. Like you can't break that tension.
Well,
they're
sometimes
reminded
sellers just want to
somebody else's
give
house.
their view of, they just want to tell you how much they love the house and why they love the
Mhm.
house, and why you love the house might not be why they are interested in it. And it just
Well,
comes very convoluted.
I tell all of my sellers, I'm like, if you pull back in the driveway and they're still there and you talk to them, no matter what, every buyer is going to be like, oh, I love your house. It's so great. Because they're not going to be like, oh, God, I don't like your
I
house.
hate it. Yeah.
If you, that never happens. If for some reason you run into them, their sellers are going to call me and be like, they loved the house. They're going to make it. I'm sure they're going to make an offer. And I'm like, well, probably not, but they didn't know what else to say to you. So they just gave you a compliment. So don't stay. It's bad for
No.
everybody. And don't watch your doorbell cameras and your like don't listen to that.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we
We can see the
know
light on your camera
the
is
little
lit up.
blue
We
light.
can tell you're watching.
And it's creepy. It's not inviting. It's very creepy. I'm not just saying that you don't want to do that, but oh, if it's auto too, like mine at my house automatically start recording and the little light comes on, like I may not be watching it, but it's auto. Turn the auto like motion detector off if you know you have a showing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's
Oh
just like
yeah.
I feel like I'm on candid camera and you can't look at the house because you're worried about what you're gonna say or do or touch if that person in the camera is watching you.
I tell all of my clients, assume you're being recorded. So
Yes.
if you
Yes.
have something to say, just tuck it down. We'll talk about it later.
Put it away.
All right, with
Put
that
it away. Put
amazing
it in a
word,
box.
we need to wrap it up for today.
Okay,
Thanks
guys.
for joining
Off
us.
topic.
If you haven't checked out our channel, please give us a subscribe and you will get more great Savannah, Georgia buying and selling tips. And also, we have several other episodes on how to stage your house, buying a house in our area, what you should look for, pointers and tips. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to view these videos and other ones we put out.